I almost died because I betrayed my wife. I didn't know cheating could cost me my life. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to our first episode of Spill the Scoop. Today we have an anonymous confession to listen to and discuss on. Get ready to share with us your thoughts on what you would do if it were you in the comment section. Remember, your perspective is part of the story. It all started when my wife said she would have to travel for work to solve a problem in the company she worked for. As soon as she made this announcement, I felt it would be an opportunity to be free again, because after almost 12 years of marriage, I felt like I just needed a new fuel. So I informed my single friends at work that my wife would be traveling for a few days, and I would be free to do whatever I wanted during that time. Finally, the day my wife was to travel arrived. I took her to the airport, wished her a good trip, and said goodbye. I didn't know I would bitterly regret that time away from my wife, as it would almost result in my death. On the first day away from my wife, I made plans with my friends to go to a nice club. At first, I had planned to go to the club just to have fun with my friends with no intention of betraying my wife. When we got to the club, there was this very hot babe in the club looking at me. She kept looking at my direction constantly. So I approached her and she asked if I was single, and I said I was in a commitment. My friends started saying I couldn't let a woman like that slip away and that I should go and talk to her, and if something happened between us, my wife would never know. So I went to her, spoke to her, and she named her prize. As I was about to leave the nightclub with her, she turned and kissed me. Today, I can say that was the kiss of death itself. As we were leaving, she invited me to go to her house, but I thought since my house was nearby and my wife wasn't around, we should go to mine, and also warned that whatever happened that night would only be a one-night stand. The babe smiled and agreed. That night was wonderful. I didn't even feel guilty, but that was the beginning of my doom. The next day, I hung out with my guy friend till late at night. On my way home, I stopped for a late night snack, where I was surprised when the beautiful lady I spent the previous night with joined me. We talked as we waited for our orders to arrive, and the lady hinted that meeting twice must be fate. I was excited because, well, she was very gorgeous and she knew her way around a man's body. After we finished our shawarma, I took her home with me to, burn the excess calories, unaware that I took home a she-devil in an angel's skin. We started making out in my living room. I was going out of my mind with pleasure, tied to the chair, when the next thing that happened shocked me to my bones. She brought out a gun from her bag, aimed at me, and warned that if I shout, she will kill me. To cut the story short, she robbed me of every valuable item in that house, including my wife's expensive jewelry. My predicament is that my wife is coming back tomorrow. What should I tell her to explain how we got robbed in a tightly secured neighborhood and a house with a CCTV camera I turned off? So my lovelies, let's discuss our thoughts about this man's encounter in the comment section below, for our perspective is part of this story. Turn on post notification to listen to our next sizzling episode. Goodbye.